Hi, I'm Dustin, and today, on the barrel, Crown Royal Single Malt Canadian whiskey. So, single malt whiskey coming to us from Crown Royal. Who knew?
Apparently you did. I assume you would not have purchased it.
This is brand new as far as I know. I think this was just released within the last month, I want to say.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fancy looking.
I did arm day yesterday. I feel like this is just gonna...
And
Also,
oh,
I feel like I'm getting older.
put it down.
I'm trying to read it.
You're definitely getting older. Do you need readers?
Delicately crafted in the Canadian cold. You should have just said that. We could be pouring the whiskey.
There we go. We're at in Canada. I actually don't know where Crown Royal's made.
The cold of Canada.
Well, right, but where in the cold?
New York, New York.
My favorite Canadian province.
The style in which it was made, is that why they get to call it Canadian whiskey?
I don't think so. I think you legally have to make it in Canada for it to be Canadian whiskey. I mean, does it say distilled? Oh, it's imported.
Yeah.
Imported by.
Sorry. English gets me again.
But yeah, I'm a big fan of single malt whiskey in general. I just love 100% malted barley spirits. My expectations aren't too terribly high, just because I generally am not a Crown Royal drinker / fan, but maybe this will be the one.
Okay.
So 45%, that's nice. I like to see that. A little bit higher than the standard 40. It looks like you can get 15 cents in Vermont if you return this glass. It's pretty cool.
Pour it in the glass. Pour it in the glass.
All right, but if you're not subscribed yet, then you should subscribe.
And you should like it.
Yeah, that's true.
Or don't.
Sure. All right, do you want to pop the cork or do you want me to do it?
Is this a screw top?
I don't know yet. I'm sure it is.
I think I just heard bubbles. It's either good or bad. Okay. Wow.
We got a noise.
I thought only the Japanese
Hang on,
did this
is
kind
this-
of stuff. What is another hang on?
No.
We're like 7
Go
minutes in here, man.
I guarantee you we're not.
Ready?
Go right ahead. Yeah, pour a little bit.
Okay, just gonna... I feel like I should get I need a little measuring cup.
I think that you need that is the measuring cup.
Okay, well now you have more than me and that's just not acceptable.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Is that screw top? Can I play with that a little bit? It's this screw top is like Coors Light, like what is it, the silver bullets or whatever?
Yeah.
That's what this reminds me of. It's the same kind of metal this is. It's like the
I'm gonna reserve
really
my
lightweight.
judgment about it.
You know what? Oh, Canada. On the nose. On the nose. Bananas.
Vinegar.
Yes.
Oh my God, I got one right! Wow!
They're all right. Come on.
Like malt vinegar, like we dip our fries in. It's not like so offensive as like white vinegar. I feel like is really
Tingly.
yeah. I
tingy?
think of like cleaning things when I think of white
Tingy.
vinegar. Like I don't think of very tasty things, but I feel like malt vinegar and like apple cider vinegar, kind of that.
Yeah, it definitely has that vibe. Frickin' A, man.
Okay.
Banana was the first thing that jumped out
I
at
just
me.
got that now.
A greenish yellowish banana. Okay. Not much else there on the nose.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind of,
agree.
you know,
I think we
flat.
hit the high points.
I mean, you do know right away that it's a single malt, you know, distilled from barley product for sure.
Are we cheersing?
I
Are we
guess we
cheersing the
could-
bottle?
Oh, yeah. But be careful because it's really fancy.
Oh, I hated that.
Well, but otherwise... Okay.
It's kind of thick, like cough syrupy.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
honestly, not anywhere close to as aggressive as cough syrup is. Like, but I just got the, like, throat feel and sort of the, like, as it was going down, the, like, oh, I guess no, this sounds, I'm not saying it. That's too mean. I can't say it.
Keep it to yourself, I guess. Can't wait to hear what it was afterwards.
I've already forgotten.
And maybe this is why we should start a Patreon so that only a select few people can hear Kaylin's thoughts after the fact.
Part of it was the texture and part of it was the taste that made me think of cough syrup. And I also am really struggling to find any, like, punchy notes of something better.
It drinks way higher than 45, which I really don't like. To be honest, I guess it's sort of what I expected, just from having had other Crown Royal products. Again,
Like cardboard?
cardboard.
I'd love to come up with, like, a more positive note, and I can't.
Aged cardboard, though.
Just like a paper product. Did you make paper in school ever? Like, where you literally went to the paper making facility or factory or whatever? Like, did you as a class ever do that? Put up in a private school thing?
Yeah, well, apparently you didn't learn what language Switzerland spoke in private school
we
either.
didn't learn some pretty basic there. But at this particular place, we got to make some paper, and it was made with recycled paper. Ended up, like, clumping it all together, and, like, pressing it down and, like, drying it out or whatever. And just, like, the process of that like, wet paper, that's kind of the only note I feel like I can even struggle to find.
I think we did do that, but we did it, like, in school somehow. You went to, like, a factory?
It was so long ago. I was 30 years ago, 25.
Oh my God, how old are you? Yeah, it falls apart really quickly. So okay, hang on. I always think about with a whiskey like this, like what are they going for? You know, this is Crown Royal. They're already a massive, massive brand. If you're trying to introduce people into even the idea of single malt whiskey, this will do it. Although I've had others that would be considered.
This. So good.
Right.
Loved it.
It might not be technically a single malt.
Oh yeah, well it does just say malt whiskey.
Sure. But that is fairly expensive. I mean, that's like 80, 85 bucks, I think. I think the MSRP on this is like 45 or 50. One that comes to mind immediately that is sort of playing in this same arena in terms of being a major distillery making a single malt, sort of trying to appeal to the masses, is Claremont Steep. In my opinion, that would be a much better intro to single malt whiskeys, American single malt whiskeys. I think that would be a better introduction for somebody. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted, honestly. So you've got the Claremont. This here is the Crown Royal.
It smells like two very different things at one time for me. It smells like fresh air, and then it smells like tack room, like grassy, which maybe that's why I thought fresh air, because
Yes.
just like
Wow.
super grassy.
That is entirely different. That is different to the point that I'm like, are these even both 100% malted barley aged in oak? I mean, there's plenty of variables that I'm sure differentiate these two. Now I don't know. I think this is more interesting and just all around better for the money.
grass.
I think these both sort of sit in the same price range.
Very similar to me on taste as nose, like seed grain that you would like throw out for your horses or whatever, like kind of like a.
Like barley. Yeah, these taste very different.
Sorry.
Did you get it?
No. I don't like bugs. This is my house.
You actually do own it.
Well, we own it. We're
Although-
married. I'm not a lawyer, but I think it's something about common property.
This tastes closer to a single malt scotch, unpeated single malt scotch, than this does.
The more it lingers, I don't think I like the like wet grassy taste, but I do in general like that it's more interesting.
Now in my mouth, it kind of tastes like I'm like cleaning out the underside of a lawnmower.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Or-
Well, I don't mow the lawn, but it tastes like the smell when you're cleaning out the underside of the lawnmower.
Yeah. For around, what is it, 40 to 50 bucks? I don't think I'm jumping towards it.
Are we as advertised? Sure. Next.
Back in its little sleeping bag it goes. Yeah.
I used to fly,
Bye.
now I just fall.
Put your clothes on.
Hey, thanks for watching. And tune in next time when
We review something better.
Yeah,